Today we're going to do a Robben Ford style blues, kind of in the vein of like Talk to Your Daughter or Start Me Up, another one of his tunes. Anyway, I'll put the tab in the description, so you might want to check that out. And as always, if you like it, click the like button. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe for one of these every week. All right, here it comes, note for note. See you in just a sec. Okay, gang, let's go over this note for note. Now, let me remind you to download the tab if you haven't already done so. It's going to help you out. Okay, now it's a standard blues in E, blues shuffle in E. We go through it 3 times. Third time has that cool stopping action. And so let's just get to it. So we'll play the first time through. Here it is. Here's the first line. We're going to start up here in the 9th position. 3rd string. Okay, notice that little bend. It happens twice. That's kind of characteristic of his playing. He does that a lot by bending it and then milking a little bit more. And you got to kind of choke it off on that second bend. Here it is again. Okay, here's the second. Okay, second line, definitely lifted from the song Talk to Your Daughter. And it's going to start out with a little rake maneuver, and it's actually pretty hard to execute slowly. But what I'm doing is I'm raking on the 3rd and 4th strings, and then bending up on the 2nd with my 3rd finger, 10th fret, like so. And it really sort of emphasizes that top note. If you practice, you can deaden it with your left hand and your right hand. Works pretty well. Anyway, so here it is again. Now that is a hard line to execute because you've got to bend with your 1st finger and you've got to shift positions. Maybe there's a better way of doing it. I don't know. This is how I lifted it off of Robben Ford's album. All right. Next line is this. Pretty straightforward. Just got to get that that 2nd bend again. Okay, here's the next line. Again, that sort of choking, and again the rake on that 10th fret. Let that ring out also when you're doing that. Keep them both open. Okay, here's the next line. Okay, it starts out 12th position. We shift up to here, 12th position. We're going to bend on that 14th, pull off to the 12th, and then we're going to skip a string and play the 4th 14th. Land on that 14 on the 5th, like so. Palm mute and play this one. So that's on the 5th 14, 16, on the 4th 14, and then on the 3rd 12. Okay. Now another line from Robben Ford's Talk to Your Daughter. Okay, so this one starts out on the 14th, and it's definitely in its Mixolydian mode here. So we're playing the 14th on the 4, the 13th, not the 12th, the 13th on the 3rd, and then we're playing between the 13th and the 14th quite often. We do it 3 times, and then we bend up and pull off to the 12th, not the 13th. And then 14, 12, and 14. One more time, slowly. Only thing that's a little bit tricky is shifting positions, but very cool, not too hard lick. All right, that's it for the first time through. Okay, here is the second time through. We're going to play the first line. Here it is right here. Very standard blues line in E. We're playing on the 17th, and we're going to bend up a whole step, pull off to the 15th, and play the 17th on the second, and then play the 15th on the first, like so. Give it lots of vibrato on that 15th on the second. Okay, here is the next line, and this is also very characteristic of Robben Ford and a lot of blues players. Okay, so what's different about this one is it's a little bit different than your standard right? It's bending on the 14th, not the 15th. So so you're going to play that. You're going to hold it for quite a while, slowly bring it down. So you bring it down, pull it off to the 12th, then play the 15th on the second, and then play the 14th on the third, and 12th back on the first. It's a little bit tricky, but once you get it, and you'll do it every time, no problem. Okay? And here's the rest of the line. Oops. Alright, so the rest of the line is this. So you're playing on the 14th, bend it up and then pull it off to the 12th on the 3rd. And then play 14 on the 4th, 14 on the 5th, 14 back on the 4th, and then play the 12th and bend it up just a little bit. And if you play it quickly and execute it quickly, it sounds really cool. All right, we'll practice that one. All right, the next line is a definite lift from Robben Ford. Again, Talk to Your Daughter. And it's this right here. All right, so what we're doing is we're outlining like an A7 chord here, or an A7 triad. So at least it's something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the 9th, pull off to the 7th on the 1st, 8th on the 2nd, 9th on the 3rd, 6th on the 3rd, 9th on the 4th, 9th on the 3rd, and then this little bit right here. Alright, so that's playing 7, 9, 7, and then bending up on the 7th fret, 2nd string, just very slowly. Here it is again, very slowly. Another line from Robben Ford. Okay, the next line is also another line from Robben Ford, and we're playing up here in a blues box position, and here it is. Oops, let's play it again. Very cool line, that one. So it seems like it's playing a standard blues, so we're bending up on the 14th on the 3rd string, and then playing the 1st, and then we're going to play bend up again on the 14th, and then play the 2nd string 15th. And then play after we play the 15th, we'll play 12 and 14. And play the 12th on the 3rd, bend it up a little bit, and then play 12, 14. You'll play the 11th on the 3rd, bend it up just a little bit, a half step, then play it, and then move it down to the 9th. Here it is again, slowly so you can execute it. Very cool line. I always loved when he played that. That's also from Talk to Your Daughter. Okay, here's the next line. Okay, so that one's a slide up to the, on the 2nd string, slide up to the 14th. So this is like a It's over an E chord. So slide up to the 14th, play the 12th, then play the 14th on the first, and then this right here. It's a little bit of a bend, half bend on the 14th second, then play the 14th, then play the 12th, and then end on the 14th, and trail off. All right. And here's the last line. Okay, so that's the 19th. You're going to bend it up a whole step. First string 19th, so we're hitting the top of the guitar. Bring it down. 17, 19. Notice on the 15th, I'm bending it up just a little bit. Then you play the 17th on the second. 15th on the second, 17th on the second again. Here's the line again, one more time. And then a little spacer lick. And that's just getting ready for the big break. All right, so we end it by playing this. So this is just I'm outlining an E chord, so I'm playing 12, hammering onto 13. Then playing this 12 on the second, 14 on the second, 12 on the first, and then sliding up to the 17th, which is a doubling note. Right? And ending on this 15th and giving that little bend. All right? And that's it. That's it for the second time around. Now here. Okay, gang. Now let's do the third time around, and this is over the break. All right, so here it goes. All right, so that's the first line. Is you're bending up on the 17th, and what I've done is I've given myself a little compression to keep it going. I've also got a noise gate on, so it's going to cut off. But here we go. So you're playing on the 17th. So that's just so that's playing 17th, 15th, 19th. Oops, I'm sorry, 17th, 19th. Back to the 15th, 17th on the second. All right, sounds nice and cool. All right, here's the second line. Alright, so this one is on the 14th on the second, and you're just going to play it up and bend it. Give it lots of vibrato. Pretty straightforward, but it sounds really cool. It's simple and sounds really cool. Alright, so here's the next part. Okay, another simple but cool thing right here. So we're playing 14th. So we're playing 14th and giving it a little jiggle, right? Another trick I like that sounds pretty cool is when you play a note and then slide up to that same note. So on this one I'm playing 14 on the 4th, and then playing the 12th with my first finger and sliding that up to the 14th. Nice effect. Very bluesy sounding effect. Okay, now here's a line that's definitely a canned line. It's just a run that comes all the way down. Okay, so this one starts on the 1st, 14th. We're going to bend it up and use our pattern. Now we'll do it on the 2nd string. Same pattern. We're bending up on the 14th, releasing, playing the 12th, then playing the 15th, 14th on the next string, and then back to the 12th. And now we'll play it on the 14th, or on the 14th bend, but of course we don't have all those notes. So we'll bend it on the 14th, bring it down, pull it off to the 12th, 14th, 12th, 14, 12, 11. That end note is a characteristic one in the blues, sort of happy blues like this. Sounds good. All right, you can cram it if you want to. All right, here's the last two lines. So this is over a B chord, and you're basically just outlining a B pentatonic scale. So we're bending up on the 10th, then the 7th. So on the 9th, we're bending that up basically a half to a whole step, somewhere between there, coming back down, pulling off to the 7th, and pulling the 9th on the 4th fret, like so. Okay, now we'll move down to our A chord. I'm not sure how many times I did that, but I slide up to the 6th and play the 5th on the 2nd, 6th on the 3rd, 5th on the 2nd, and play it a couple times, and then I play this pull-off lick. Now, which is you play the 6th, pull it off to the 5th, and then play the 8th on the 2nd, and end up on that E, which is the 5th on the 2nd. All right, and the last lick to end it. Standard sort of blues fare. So I'm playing on the 5th string and on the 3rd string. So I'm playing the 5th. I'm sorry, the 5th on the 5th string, the 4th on the 3rd string, and then just walking it down one step at a time. And then outlining a B7 chord on the 3, 4, and on the 4, 3, and 2 strings. A half step above B7 and then sliding down to B7. Like so. You can play the whole bar if you want, it sounds just fine. I'm just playing the 3 inner strings there. And that's that. So to hear the whole thing again, let's play it nice and slowly. See if I can do it slowly. Alright, so here we go. Slow. Alright guys, that's it, and I that's the whole thing. All right, hope you enjoyed this one, and hope it helps you sound a little bit more like Robben Ford. I don't know if it ever worked for me, but anyway, we'll see you on down the road.